Two Chaps, Many Cultures, episode 208, live, well, recorded live, from Malta at the SIETAR Europa Congress, the first Congress in person here in 2022. And it's always good to be back around people that we've missed for many years. And we're going to hopefully bring a few in this recording as they're wandering past here today. Stick around. How are you, mate? It's good to be back.
I'm fantastic. I mean, I'm in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. How could I not be good? Welcome to Malta. Welcome from Malta.
Welcome from Malta. And it is probably the first. Have we ever recorded an episode actually in person together? I don't know whether we have. We did ours from...
May have, but I forgot. It must have been such a horrible experience I forgot about it.
Absolutely. Well, here we are. We're in Malta, 2022, the SIETAR Europa Congress. And it's just great. As I said, just great to have people back in person, being able to just see people, physically, get to hug people, get to shake hands with the friends and the colleagues that we know and we do this work with around the world. And a terrible place, really, Malta, isn't it? I don't know how we're putting up with this.
Yeah, we have to rough it for a few days. It's all right. It's all right. The sacrifices we commit to just to make this happen.
Absolutely. So I don't know, we're in the middle of a break here. It's the middle of the day. We've actually, full disclosure, we've only just turned up here this morning at the Congress on the Friday. Don't tell anybody. The coffee stopped us in the streets. That was what it was. And a couple of decent sized croissants.
Yeah, they were the size of mammoths, actually. They were humongous.
More Nutella than any man should ever eat in one sitting. That's questionable.
Who should be the judge?
No, absolutely. So this is actually the second day of the Congress, and yesterday we kind of went to a few sessions, obviously, again, with people that we know and trust and learn from in this great intercultural world. We've got people from all over the world here. There's many people. Of course, it is a European Congress, but there's many visitors from
everywhere. We had lots of North Americans, which we were obviously trying to get away from, but they followed us here.
They followed us. Yeah.
We have friends here from Africa. We have friends here from Asia. We have friends here from South America. It is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see if we can grab somebody on the way back. Everybody's kind of hanging out here. Do you want me to go for a bit of a walk while you entertain the people?
Bring them in. Bring them in. So, what is SIETAR Europa Conference? Some of you who are not in the field may wonder, what is this acronym? What is all this? What are you guys doing? SIETAR stands for Society for Intercultural Education, Training, and Research. So this is the body, the association of people like Brett and myself who work in the intercultural field, who are trying to not only gather and party with one another and have a fun time with one another. This is to further our education, to continue our education in the field, to exchange peer best practices, to gather new insights, new research, because the R in SIETAR
Cameras there, mate.
Yeah, okay. Cameras are. See, I'm not from television apparently, but don't tell anyone. But we have a guest.
We have a guest.
Brett, who did you bring?
The most important person at SIETAR Europa right now. We have Carla. How are you? The president of SIETAR Europa.
Yes. Thank you for having me here.
Well, no. What do you mean? We're at your guests. We're your guests here. Where are your guests? So first, we're just doing a little bit of a recorded interview. No, I've got it here. Recorded interview. And Tamara's just sat across. Of course, all the big wigs move in when they see the interview camera going on. But Carla, thank you for having us at this wonderful Congress. You've got it. Isn't it fun to have people back in person?
Oh yes, it's so much fun. It's so good to just meet people in person, see more than just their faces and actually get to hug people and have long conversations that you can't have over the camera after a long session. So it's wonderful to do all the chit chat that you do behind the cameras.
Yeah, that's great. And we were just saying that we did give up the fact that we've only just arrived here this morning because the coffee and the donut and the croissants stopped us in the streets. But it's good to be here. It's beautiful in here in Malta. And again, how many people have you got here at this Congress in
we
person?
have around 220 people.
Great.
More or less. And then we have around 70 people online.
Yeah.
So we're almost 300 people connected to the SIETAR Europa Congress in diverse ways.
That's wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Very
great.
nice.
And as usual, the program is really robust. Lots of great learning, lots of great people here, our colleagues and our friends that come and share all of the great knowledge that we get to interact with each other. Yeah, so
and this time, first than ever, we had a lot of hybrid sessions.
Yeah.
Not only because the in-person presentation was being recorded and live streamed, but also we had a lot of online presenters that were able to present here with their in-person co-presenters and just have all the presentations full with everyone participating, with online people getting engaged. So I feel it's being very enriching to everyone.
I do want to give you great compliments for pulling that off, because we've learned over the course of the last 2 years how to do hybrid work in smaller scales, but the way you're producing this here with the means available to you and with the level of technology that we have right now, this is excellent. The way you're pulling in people from the Zoom space or from wherever they're connecting into the in-person event, it does feel natural. It does not feel like it's a construct that is helping us overcome an obstacle. It feels now that this has become part of us, and the last 2 years taught us how to do it, and you're showcasing how it's done at that scale. So big kudos to you.
I'm even surprised how flexible we have been able to be with all the presenters that last minute couldn't make it, wanted to do it online. I thought this was going to be much more stressful and a mess, but it's actually working out pretty well.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Nice. Yeah, I participated in a couple of sessions yesterday. It was seamless. So I agree. Yeah, and we love a bit of technology. There's no doubt about that. So
he does. I just sit here.
I don't know what I'm doing here. It's all that's fantastic. So there's lots more to go, of course, in the Congress. So when do we finish up here? Of course, it's Friday now. We're in the middle of it, right?
We're in the middle. We have our big parties tonight.
Yeah.
Both virtual and in person.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we'll have the last day with our wonderful closing session and the rethinking of the film festival.
Ah, yes. Yes.
So when this closes off, when we're done here, when you know that all the items that were on your run of show list are ticked off, what do you want to be able to say after this is done and finished? What do you want to feel like? What do you want to have accomplished?
Well, I want to feel that we organize a very successful hybrid event for the first time, which has been complicated, but it's getting their way. And I'm definitely going to be very happy to hear feedback like this from all the attendees and also the online attendees, because we can't forget about them.
Right.
And I just hope that everyone keeps enjoying it, because the recordings are going to be up for 1 year. So
yeah, absolutely.
This is a long event, not just this week, but it's going to stay with us for a long time.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Can people register and get the recordings even after the Congress? Is that a possibility, or is that?
I think they can still register online at this point
for the recordings. Okay.
For the recordings and some of the sessions that are still going on, we'll need to see when exactly we close the registration.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Congratulations. Great event.
Thank you for coming. I'm glad we were just saying, well, just random people walking by, and of course,
wonderful.
Really random.
When the important person walks by.
As well.
Fantastic.
Well,
great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Get back to work, Carla.
Yeah. Go back to work. Go back to work.
Let's get some done.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Carla. And as we mentioned, we do have somebody sitting over here
in the green room.
So, well, a previous guest of Two Chaps Many Cultures, by the way, Tamara Thorpe,
Tamara.
fresh off a Michelin. You can sit in the middle.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about this.
Fresh
So,
off a Michelin
welcome
meal,
to the
I'm
show
noticing.
tomorrow.
I'm glad to be here.
Welcome back.
I thought for a moment someone else might have a chance at winning the video contest, but clearly,
we're on the fast track. We are on the fast
clearly
track.
no one stands a chance against you two with producing a video that fully represents what's happening at the Congress. So well done for continuing to set the bar very, very high.
There you go.
So here's my real question though.
Yes.
I mean, intercultural, all nice and fine and dandy, but we saw you and your husband go to a Michelin star restaurant tonight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tell our friends online, what did they miss?
So I have to say, one of our favorite things to do when we travel in Europe is to go to Michelin star restaurants. Even though we do have them in the US now, it's getting to see the best of what restaurants have to offer, as well as, the hole in the wall kind of places. But last night, you get the impeccable service, fresh local ingredients. I had a fish I never had before, and don't ask me the name of it because she said the name and I was like, what is that? But it's a local white fish. It was delicious, meaty, wonderful courses. We had a local Maltese wine, one of the higher end local wines. So that was fabulous. So you get to have sort of the best of the local ingredients.
Nice.
So it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Loved it.
So we should all go?
Should all go?
You sure go?
In an American accent, it's called undergrain, but my guess is a Maltese it sounds a little different because I'm pretty sure it means underground. You go, a guy really nice takes a special card, puts you in a special elevator. You go down.
Oh, you go down
under.
in an elevator.
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
And
that
it has
sounds
a cellar
fantastic.
vibe, and then the decor is like an old tailor shop. And when I asked the waiter about it, he said Merchant Street that it sits on used to have a lot of tailor shops, so they wanted to bring old vibe. And he said, and there's also sort of similarities between a tailor and a chef. They take raw materials and turn it into something beautiful of their own making. Even in the menu,
Nice cuts, as you see.
I know, and even in the menu, like in a journal, it has a little piece of fabric to tell you what page. In the wine menu, it had a little tab, but it was a measuring tape.
Nice. There you go.
Finishing
It's the little touches.
It's the small touches.
That is
the smallest
fantastic.
pieces.
So was the wine well hemmed?
Is that a phrase? Can you even say that?
It is now.
I think it's a German thing. I don't know what it is.
So I think obviously this is a beautiful experience,
Yeah.
and as many people as possible should enjoy that if it's available to them. But I think to me that sends the message when abroad, try to get as close to the local cuisine as possible,
Yeah.
whether it's a Michelin star or it's a corner shop that's authentic.
Have the full range of experience, right? It's always great to pop into an unexpected place. Years ago, we were in Venice. It was August, which I don't recommend going to Venice in August. It's so hot. But we ended up stopping at a place just because they had misters on their outdoor patio.
Uh-huh.
So we stopped there, and I think my husband almost teared up because the pizza was so good. We're like the only ones there, but it was just a teeny little place. And so when you can go have those really authentic experiences, and if you budget for a special meal where you can go and have that really special experience, it really does. It makes it nice because I find with Michelin star restaurants, they really draw from seasonal, local products. And, you'll get something if you go back to this restaurant in 6 months, none of those things will probably be on the menu.
Yeah.
So you're well traveled, as we know. How would you recommend to people who didn't get out so much in the past couple of years for obvious reasons? How do you stay away from the beaten path? How do you discover the most authentic culinary experiences that don't necessarily have to break your budget?
Yeah, I think it's exactly that. When you see the beaten path, stray off of it, right? And whenever you go visit a city, there's always sort of the main street where you see they're catering to the tourists, the local people, and some of those places can be great. But often if you just turn down a side street, right, that's where you can find a great place. Also trust your Airbnb host, your hotel concierge, your Uber driver, taxi driver. There are times where years ago, the same Venice trip, our hotel guy told us to go to this restaurant. And we get to this restaurant, we are the only people there. And we're thinking, this is a scam, right? Like, this is his friend. They've got a setup. He sends everybody. And I'm telling my husband and I still talk about that steak.
There you go.
Yeah.
We still talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Best steak we've ever had. So you do. You just have to sort of trust the people who are around you. Always ask. We always ask the taxi driver, whatever car service driver, you know, where should we go eat? Your Airbnb host. Our Airbnb host sent us to a wonderful restaurant the other night where we had some of the local rabbit, which is what everybody here should have, but we got it in a unique form that's offered differently than what you see on the main drag, where they all kind of have a rabbit stew. There, I went and had a rabbit liver bruschetta. Amazing.
Nice.
Where are you going to get that?
Fascinating. Our Airbnb host said, if you want coffee, go around the corner to that guy. Tell him I sent you. So today was the second time we go there. I didn't even say hello yet when he says, same thing as yesterday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Meet the locals.
They know the people that know the people.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
And we walked by that place where y'all went yesterday. There's a line out the door.
Yeah.
Line out the door. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's great.
Tomorrow, thank you.
It's I think
Time
the
to go to
sessions are
conference.
coming back. It's time to go and actually do some work because, you know, this is what it is. But thank you again as a returning guest of Two Chaps, Many Cultures. Not many people have done that. I think only Antimo. Antimo was probably the only person that we had twice, but now you're in that unique club.
We might have to get some more repeat clients.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's wind up this episode. You're going to hit the end of the. You're going to do the.
I do have to do the technology.
You have the technology. Thank you, everybody. We're going to be back. We're going to be doing this. We're recording these things during the day. This is not live, obviously. This one's not live, but we're going to record this and put it out later today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tamara. And
thanks, Tamara.
See you later.
See you later.